Welcome to Home, Space and Reason, a podcast about creating a home that thrives.
Hi there, I'm Christina Browning, your host. If you know your home could be so much more than it is, I discuss home functionality, aesthetics, and automation. I'm a realtor in Portland, Oregon, and a home functionality coach. I geek out on every subject imaginable regarding your home and yard, challenging you to think of your space differently to get the most out of every square foot. I pose questions for you to think through about your space and your reason. This podcast is all positive, offering you virtual fist bumps and celebrating every win. Remember, there's no such thing as perfect, but you can still aim for your best every day. Join me on social media by searching for the handle Space and Reason. Immerse yourself in deeper thinking about your home with cues from me. In this episode, let's discuss home functionality, aesthetics, and automation in your bedroom. I'll be posing questions throughout this episode, so you may want to grab a pen and paper early. First, let's talk functionality. The main thing you do in your bedroom is sleep and spend time relaxing. When simplifying it to that level, it's important to think about the most basic bits. Is my mattress comfortable? You'll spend more of your life sleeping than doing any other thing. So to say it's important that you're comfortable is an understatement, because if you aren't getting truly restful sleep, everything else in your life is compromised. Your sleep counts for your quality of life. Spend the money. Look for Labor Day, Memorial Day, or a Black Friday sales. Your bed is more than just your mattress. It's covers and blankets and sheets and pillows. Are the coverings that you have on your bed items that you researched, thought through, from the choice in weight and material to the color? Or are these items that just ended up there from years of accumulation? It's what you had, so it's what you used. There's nothing wrong with this, by the way, but rethinking how it looks and maybe moving some blankets around that are elsewhere in your home might make your room feel more cohesive. Today, I'm just challenging you to think about what you have and what you're using. Next, let's talk about automation. Your alarm is automation. I know this sounds so basic because it is, which is why I'm asking you to take a pause to think about it. It's probably a reoccurring alarm set to automatically go off on the days you work or get the kids to school. If I'm using my phone as my alarm, do I really love the sound I've chosen to wake up to every day? How you feel in that first second of awareness in your morning can have a ripple effect in your day. Most people don't want to wake up with a heart attack, jolted out of sleep with an abrasive or aggressive sound, triggering your fight or flight response. My favorite wake-up alarm sound is called droplets and can only be found in the sleep wake-up alarm portion of the newer iPhones. Oddly, it's not on the list of options if you just set an alarm for any time during the day outside that special sleep mode. If you have a smart home system with smart lights, you can set the lights to come on in a warm, dimmed mode to help you start your day. which can be especially wonderful during the darkest months of the year. Add into that recipe cueing some soft piano music that automatically comes on right when you're ready to wake up in the morning, that sits quietly in the background. And you've got yourself a wonderful way to start a peaceful day. Now let's think about aesthetics. What does my bedroom look like? This is an opportunity to create another world away from the rest of the house. I have seen a lot of primary bedrooms that end up being the dumping ground for the family home. Oh, there's company coming, shove it in a room quick and shut the door. Multiply that out and you have a very undesirable space if those things never get dealt with. You deserve a peaceful place to rest your head. Would you dump unfinished projects into your kids' or teen space and then expect them to be able to easily undo it or relax? No. Then don't do that to yourself. Being an example is just as much of a part of parenting as telling them what they should and should not expect from themselves. If you have a restful space for yourself, you can be a better human all day. Get the unfinished projects finished, or at the least, remove them from that space, like in the next 24 hours. Like, take the bull by the horns and make progress on it, maybe right now. The less contrast in colors, the more restful the space. So, for example, black and white is high contrast. The more things that are different colors, the more you've got going on, the more busy the space reads. So if your goal is peace and restful sleep, think fewer patterns, less clutter, less stuff in general allows you more peace. So green, blue, purple, and their variations, hues, shades, like violet, are considered cool colors commonly found in nature and are known for their calming effect. These colors are relaxing and subdued. Think in terms of layers. I like to imagine a paint swatch of sorts where there's different versions of the same color and they all sit well in the sandbox together. Add in a muddier version of whatever you have to give depth and a more sophisticated feel. As always, that is the cue that there are questions coming. I know I've scattered them throughout this episode. So if you haven't yet, grab a pen and paper. These are some questions to ask yourself about your home space and your reason specific to your bedroom. Question number 1. Is there one thing that has bothered me about our primary bedroom that I have avoided, that I could just knock out literally right this minute, get it done, so I never have to think about it again? What is that one thing? Question number 2. Do I have a headboard? There are people who have just never gotten around to it. And let me tell you, it makes a big difference. It takes your bedroom from looking like a college dorm to a grown-up room. This doesn't have to be a giant investment. I just sent an inexpensive suggestion for a headboard to a client of mine last week in the same boat, who'll be selling their home soon, and we're preparing it to look its best. And I'll link that for you also in the show notes. Question number 3. What can I get rid of by gifting it forward that is in my bedroom? I'll never suggest that you put something in the ground in a landfill, but the choice to keep things minimal in our bedroom is key to it being peaceful enough to relax. There's a reason we all love how luxury hotel rooms look and feel. Think about emulating that in your own bedroom. Go on Pinterest, find one that especially appeals to you, and let that be your inspiration. Paint an old nightstand if it's seen better days. Add some natural materials. Baby steps count. Natural materials and textures add warmth, interest, and character to any interior design project. What are natural materials? Think in terms of maybe a peanut butter colored leather small pillow once your bed is made. A lamp base that is wood, or mine looks like the stacked beach stones you often see in Zen photographs of rocks balanced atop one another. Maybe your lampshade is made from a weave of rattan, or think about grass cloth wallpaper. There are so many ways to subtly add warmth and interest without cluttering up your space. If you long for a more fulfilling outdoor space, have you listened to episode 26 yet? How much outdoor space do you have to work with? Would you say you spend a lot of time out there, a little time, or no time out there? And why is that? Let's deep dive into thoughts and planning about your outdoor space and your reason. This episode includes a list of 35 ideas for outdoor spaces too. And the other noteworthy thing is that it's part of a series. You may want to download the whole lot. Episode 25 is on great curb appeal. Episode 26 is creating great outdoor spaces. Episode 27 is attracting hummingbirds, butterflies, and birds. And episode 28 is on fencing, hedges, and privacy screens. They're all connected because you're thinking about your exterior and the experience as a whole. So they're fun to listen to as a series. Again, that's episode 25 through 28. If you're enjoying this content and you'd like something more, yet a little different, sign up for my email newsletter, Little Bits of Home Functionality. It comes just once a week. I share a short video clip here that I record out in the world when I'm on home tours or with my clients doing sessions. It's informal and, again, short. Sometimes I pose questions for you to think through about your space and your reasons, so it feels similar to this. Find the link to subscribe in the show notes, and also follow along on social media by searching for the handle Space and Reason. If you happen to live in the greater metro Portland, Oregon area and you'd like to hire me as your realtor, reach out to me by jumping into my calendar in the show notes. There's a link there. Or visit my website, spaceandreason.com. If you have living room shelves that need to be styled or spaces that just don't feel right and you're interested in home functionality coaching no matter where you live, you can also connect through my calendar link below. Don't forget to subscribe so new episodes are automatically queued for you. It's one less thing you need to go search for, reducing your mental load. Thanks, friends, for sitting in on this conversation about creating a home that thrives. I'll meet you back here for the next episode.